This is the brand new iPhone 17e. If you've been anywhere online lately, you've probably seen it called the ultimate budget king, the absolute best smartphone you can get for a friendlier price tag, promising the premium iOS experience without making your bank account cry. But let's be real for a second. Is it actually that good, or are we just falling for the marketing hype? Before running out to buy one thinking you just beat the system, we need to talk. Because when you look past the shiny advertisements, this phone reveals itself to be a masterclass in compromise. Don't get me wrong. It does have a few genuinely cool features. Apple didn't skimp on the brainpower here. It's packing a blazing fast, cutting-edge series processor that makes daily apps and gaming fly. You also get a surprisingly solid main camera that uses Apple's advanced computational magic, a long overdue USB-C port, and baseline support for Apple Intelligence. On paper, it sounds like an incredible steal, but the illusion quickly wears off the moment you actually look at the device. For starters, let's talk about the body. If you get a sudden wave of déjà vu looking at it, that's because Apple recycled the exact same design from the previous generation, which itself was based on older models. We are in the year 2026. Bezel-less screens and modern camera cutouts are completely standard now. Yet, if you buy this brand new phone today, you are still staring at a massive old-school screen notch. It honestly feels less like buying a piece of future tech, and more like Apple aggressively clearing out a parts warehouse from 2021 and trying to pass it off as brand new. And that visual outdatedness goes much deeper than just the notch. When you actually start using the screen, you hit another massive wall, the 60 Hz refresh rate. To put that into perspective, you can walk into any electronics store right now and buy an entry-level, budget Android phone, like the Moto G Play, and it will give you a smooth 90 Hz display. If you step up to mid-rangers in the same price tier as the 17e, devices like the Google Pixel 10a treat you to a butter-smooth 120 Hz experience. Scrolling through your social media feeds or browsing the web on a 60 Hz panel in 2026 just feels sluggish, choppy, and cheap. For a phone approaching this price point, forcing users to deal with muddy scrolling isn't just an aggressive cost-cutting measure. It feels like a major step backward. Then there is the issue of base storage, which Apple loves to be stingy with on their cheaper phones. While competing mid-rangers are comfortably starting at 256 GB of storage to accommodate huge app sizes and 4K video files, Apple is likely still trying to slide by with a tight base storage capacity on the 17e. The moment you download a few heavy games and take some high-res photos, you'll be hit with that dreaded storage almost full notification, forcing you to pay a monthly fee for iCloud just to keep using your phone normally. This brings us to the ultimate paradox of the iPhone 17e, which is the price-to-performance ratio. The math just doesn't make sense when you look at the competition. If you have budget to mid-range money to spend, your options are incredibly vast. For the exact same price as this phone, you could hop over to Android and look at heavy hitters. These phones offer stunning edge-to-edge screens, massive battery capacities, faster charging, and versatile triple camera setups with dedicated zoom lenses. Even if you are strictly locked into the Apple ecosystem and refuse to leave, buying a new budget phone still makes very little sense. For the exact same budget, you can easily find a refurbished or discounted older flagship, like a clean iPhone 15 Pro or a standard iPhone 16. Going that route gets you premium materials, a modern dynamic island design, vastly superior cameras, and a much better overall experience. On top of all that, you have to deal with Apple's stubbornly slow charging speeds. While the rest of the smartphone world is letting you top up your battery in 20 minutes, the budget iPhone line keeps you strictly tethered to a wall outlet for what feels like an eternity. If you're a heavy user who is always on the move, that slow top-up speed is going to become a daily annoyance real fast. Another hidden compromise is the missing hardware versatility. On the back of the iPhone 17e, you aren't getting a flexible multi-lens setup. You lose out on a proper ultra-wide lens or a dedicated telephoto zoom lens, features that are completely standard on phones like the Samsung Galaxy S24 FE or the Pixel line at similar price points. If you want to zoom into a concert stage or snap a wide-angle group photo at a party, your images are going to look blurry and pixelated because the phone relies entirely on digital cropping. Now, after breaking down all these drawbacks, we have to be fair. The iPhone 17e isn't completely useless. In fact, there is a very specific group of people who should actually consider buying it. If you are a casual user who honestly doesn't care about screen refresh rates, fast charging, or having a trendy modern aesthetic, this phone offers a safe and predictable experience. It's going to receive reliable iOS software updates for the next 5 or 6 years without breaking a sweat, making it a fantastic, hassle-free option for parents, grandparents, or anyone who just needs a reliable secondary work device that just works. But if you are a tech enthusiast, a mobile gamer, or someone who simply wants the absolute best value for every single dollar you spend, skip the iPhone 17e. Your money will go much further with an older flagship, or a mid-range competitor that actually looks and feels like it belongs in the modern era? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.